welcome back to ForgeFire Archives. I think it's episode 11. I don't remember anymore. Because honest to God, it's just been flipping back and forth with me, and...
DM, go home, you're drunk.
No. It is episode 11, because I remember the last one was 10. I know I'm 2 behind on the uploads. Because North State wants to bug me in the ass. You can copyright claim that too, YouTube. Because that has to happen. So, last we left our... Last we left our... adventurers. Yes, that's the word I'm going to use. Heroes is too good for you. Trash seems too good for you, but... adventurers you will be. You have been... pseudo lifted out of your difficult... let's say it's called difficult situation. And possibly put into a more difficult one, as you are now under the direct supervision of one Jesuit Leaf, purported psychopath, sociopath, or some of those paths that involve some fucking astronomical levels of ego.
And that guy sure loves his paths.
Mm-hmm. Someone think he's so angry he'd be a barbarian, but. Who has lifted you out of the Feywild in order to assist in a search for his lost child. Now, being, according to him, at a tier 6 party, he doesn't expect a hell of a lot from you, more than the baseline, but he has deemed that there are spots of some interest on the map you could just go to and go about your lives as a kind of a feeler out for him to see if there's any traces of his kid in the areas you're going to be sent to. Essentially, in DM speak, this is me saying, get the fuck off the train, go do something.
Make us.
Oh, is that what you want me to do?
DM's railroading us. He gives us no options. Boo, bad game. 0 out of 5. What you want to hear?
So is Merlin wearing nothing but a speedo descending from the heavens, going, "Oh, you want this shit, motherfucker? Okay, everyone grows a tentacle." I need y'all to make me a wisdom save.
I love when you can wind up your DM with just one sentence and they show that they don't have any control over you. You can just get under their skin so easy.
Wisdom save, please.
Yes, Eldritch Trudy. More.
Oh my god. There we go.
Alright, the strongest of you. Candace, your stern attitude and your unwillingness to bend the knee to Merlin's fuckery, and the fact that you were able to close your eyes before you saw his scrotum. You are unaffected. Zerkich, you turn into a cast spawn, no modifiers.
Roll a d20. Let's see that severity, Zerkich.
Alright, so you have no modifiers. Your cast spawn, you're dead. Let's see here. Martyr, your nipples turn into tentacles and they start strangling you. They succeed, you're dead. Sippy, Caneus protects you from this fuckery by putting feathers over your eyes so you don't gotta see that scrotum. And then you all wake up and the nightmare's over as you are watching Jace hand you all 1,000 wit coin each.
Can't wait for you to. When Liv finds out you made crypto, she's going to kick your ass.
That sounds like a not my problem.
That's wit beef to you, plebeian.
So.
No, at least he hasn't made NFTs yet.
Anyway, so as soon as you pass the salesman handing out little discs that seem to hold holograms of the Chibi Dragon. 4 gold. Or Bitcoin. You are all free to. You've all been given a week to wander the city, as you've been given free lodging because you are awaiting assignment. Yeah, it's just the one baseline. Just we have 1,000 Witcoin. I would say I don't know if I told you to count it as your gold last time, but keep it separate because it
It
has
only counts here.
yeah, it has no value outside of New Havenwood and or the Infinite Foundry. But you're not likely to go there right now.
What's an infinite foundry?
Don't worry your silly little horny head about it. Yeah, I'm definitely out of all our campaigns. I'm not getting the sponsor. Let's see here. I will now alight you up upon the map as I will go through you one by one by one.
Oh, you know where I'll put the Witcoin where Electrum goes because the fake currency.
Good, thank you. You let's see here. You feel a head pat. Kanaeus gives you a thumbs up. You are now privy to a newly minted map. Look at this. Look how pretty it is. I made this all by myself. No one else was involved. I am kidding, but before someone gets even redder than they already are, as this is a dear place close to his cold, dead, shriveled heart, Connor has allowed to provide me a map for New Havenwood.
Wow, he really just named a lake after himself. What?
There's a reason that lake's named after him. Pyro knows why. I'll remind the people from the Whitleaf one-shots, the first one, that lake wasn't there.
Oh,
I know what you're talking about. Although Lake Kraken used to be called Lake Mirren, before Connor was like, no, fuck Mirren.
I will also say, despite what's drawn, Lake Jace should be in like a circular shape, like an impact. Or a crater.
Some say they can hear the gong sound from that place. You are all currently. I assume he would pretty much just teleport to his tower. He didn't give a fuck about anything, right? So you're all.
He just put any route and just.
Yep.
Surely.
You're all sitting in a forward area in Whitleaf Tower. You have all had a week to do some level of fuckery. I will now go through what people have sent me. I will start with Nito because he gave it to me first, and and that's to be commended by giving me something a day more than a day late, or not late, or a day before the session.
Short.
There you go. No, the bagels are illegal in the city. I'm sorry. I don't know. Let's see here. Nito. La la la. Okay. Let's see here. You're going to look for plate armor. You make me a. Let's see here. You have a week. You're gonna find it, but this is for quality. Make me a. We'll give it a good old survival check. I believe in you.
You can do it. You got the crit last time. Can't get any worse. Oh, -1.
12 ain't bad.
Oof.
They didn't call him Plagueis the Wise for nothing. Let's see here. You do find a quaint little shop. There's a big old puff stacks coming out of it. Do you proceed inside, sir? Would you like to proceed inside of the smaller than normal house with smokestacks coming out of it? Yes, yes. You walk into the shack. I will now regale you all with my ability to find fucking music. To sit. Hey, where the hell is it? I just saw it. I just saw it. There we go.
Halo. Oh, damn, I missed it. Carry on.
There. You walk into and you see goblins. Goblins everywhere. They are constructing many
Wedding.
things.
Live.
Hello, I am driving home from dropping a coworker off.
The party's dead. I killed them all.
Hooray! Oh, yeah, that
Except
happened.
Veronica, yay!
Nope, you're dead.
Who do you think killed them?
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
First off, if
Veronica.
Ricketts is dying, so are you.
So Candrace talks to these goblins, and they're very, very happy to see someone with so much wealth and sense of taste coming to their abode. And you're looking for plate armor? Yes, yes. Ah, you're gonna want Grix in the corner there. He's better with dealing with tall folk. And they as you are taken to a corner where a rotund Skaven is. There is a large rat man there. He is the fattest rat that makes all the rules. He's almost as big as you as he is almost as tall as you as he is wide. And you don't think that's all fat. You think a lot of that's muscle. Welcome.
Yo, bacon cheese.
Welcome to shop. What? Speak tall, pointy-eared one.
He's typing at the speed of sound.
He in the time it takes for you to type speak, he's eaten 3 rat burgers.
He eats burgers made of rats?
Live. If you're surprised at that, don't read anything about Skaven.
I never will. Thank you.
Yeah. They eat each other. It's some armor. So you've come here for quality. Why have I gone into Richard? Yeah. Marble. For your size. Let's see. Yes. All the grunting is from him standing up. He has one leg. The other is a hulking mass of iron that could be possibly moderately called a peg leg.
A peg. Not much for resembling the leg.
Yeah, you're in fact you're almost sure it is in fact the end of a halberd. Bit thin, but doable. How much are you wanting this to be? Let's see here. I'm thinking, he looks at you. He's gonna make a quick check. As Pyro gets to get his fun dice. You know what? I haven't used the raw dice in a little bit. Bring me chaos. He looks you up and down, and his eyes zero in on the bulging purse at your hip. Yes! You have quality, yes. 850 Witcoin. Plate armor. superior Skaven make. Can have it to you by end of week. He smiles big and does the raccoon rubbing hand thing. Yes, valued customer. Great sense in quality. Yes, yes. Gretch will get you good armor by end of week. Yes, yes. Now get out! You are quickly
Lovely.
you are quickly ushered out of. Yes, there are Skaven in this city. It is one of the few places where it's not just clans.
You remember the way Jason looked at you, Drickich?
Yeah,
I want you to guess who his favorites are.
the worst ones.
Wait, we met
Yeah.
him?
Yeah. You would know if
We met
Pyro
the
would upload the
dragon
videos. We did. He basically told everybody that we were kind of pieces. We were just shitty. Except he was like, "Oh, it's Rickich, baby," like ruffled his head.
Yeah, he pet Zrikich, and he still has his
which-
hand.
He said already I was shitty?
No, you were not included.
No,
Okay, fair enough.
you're dead.
Must be like, damn, dude.
You're dead
More
forever.
asshole than I thought. Was anybody else from the old party there?
Throw it into a bit. Well, Nevaeh's still vibing somewhere nearby.
We also met Nevaeh.
Assumedly.
Ew.
Well, I mean, we met Nevaeh there. All things she'd know if someone uploaded the VOD.
You know, if you want to be a dick, I could just show you
Tough stick.
my megabytes per second again, and I could just say I
I-
don't upload at all.
It wouldn't upset me. I think it's funny.
Let's see here. What else did you? Ireland.
That's true. Liv can't see it, but yeah, there was also a hammer that fell from above the clouds when Jay started getting lippy.
Yes, probably the only reason the party's alive. So send up. Okay. I saw that, and that probably works as far as you're aware.
So do those rats have any reaction to Kendra saying blessings of Elegnin upon you?
Ah, what Elegnin is that? Is that rash that grows underneath Grundle? Well, it was a building full of goblins, and then in the corner was the fattest rat. Yes. As soon as he has your money, you are no longer required there. Go. Let's see here. Let's see here. If I recall, Lyra. You took the normal size Lyra option, so.
They took the big Lyra.
Or did he? What'd you take? Answer. Okay. This makes things a little weirder now. As soon as you let Big Bird out, do you just have her walk next to you, or do you want her to fly? I have to ask for what happens next. I don't. Does he have the strength to hold a large bird on his head? Capital L large. She is able to fly, but she is encouraged to stay on the ground as no flying license is had, and there are gun turrets that notify you as soon as the constabulary fly in and tell you no. So she's gonna waddle next to you. Sorry, man. in a metropolitan city like this, you gotta have licenses for a lot of things. One of the major ones, flight. For reasons as in an Amazon drone coming flying through the air and smacking into your thing at random. Alright.
When we get to my turn, I would like to have a moment where Martyr learns that he can't fly around the city. Putting in a ticket now.
I will keep that in mind. Let's see here. In the object you were looking for, you can find that. That will if you're just looking for a baseline unused one, that'll run you like maybe 10 Bitcoin. So how's y'all's week's been doing?
You know, I.
Yeah, so far.
True.
Is all over the place.
Yeah. You do that. And then I'll say, make me a quick charisma check as you wander into, if I remember correctly, which quarter would the temples be in?
Depends. If it's a religious ornament.
Yeah.
If it's a god Jace personally knows and likes, they might get in the initial district. Otherwise, they'll probably be somewhere. If it's a material god, probably in diplomatic, just filling it out, treating them as like external people. It's like, yeah,
Okay.
cool. You're one of the god people. You get to
Then,
fill out the diplomatic.
Pandorus,
Represent
you
your
are, this city is big. This is really big city. You're going to have to take the trolley to the diplomatic district as you are in the even getting to the goblins would have taken you into the material district. So you're gonna have to take a train. The first ride will cost you about five Bitcoin.
Well,
actually no, the total's 5 Bitcoin. I gotta go gold. So material.
the merchants be in the merchant district when he travels.
No. He had to go to the material to get the
Did
custom
he get a
made.
special order?
Yes, he got a custom ordered.
Oh.
Yeah, custom ordered
Good.
Skaven Supremacy armor. I can't wait just to give him a static JPEG of a fucking Stormburn. And then head down, sailing to the diplomatic district will cost you. I'll say the whole thing costs 5.
I'd
5.
like a recommendation.
No.
You could charge by how many districts you jump through.
Okay. And whatever the hell that means, yeah, sure. 1.5 from there. 1.5 from there, and 1. Alright. Just basically the whole thing will cost 5. Get down to diplomatic. And, persuasion check. You just start doing a calm sermon dictating the, trials and tribulations of the path of Uthagnan. Anyone help him? You got a card?
If he brought us with him, I would love for Martyr to help him.
I'm talking mostly in cards.
Oh.
Don't
I've
have
only got-
shit.
No, the charisma cards.
Sorry, brother. I have index.
If your soul core gets damaged, I can help you, but I'm probably saving that for me when I almost explode.
Yeah.
I think you should keep that one. There's too much going on with you for you not to be the one that said.
Pyro did tell me it would work on the Oblivion stuff. I just gotta keep it above a certain threshold for my abilities, so it sits where it is.
So, not many people come listen to you. Most who walk by you kind of, they don't scoff, but they just like, okay, another guy in his soapbox. But you do catch a couple people kind of looking at you a little bit. More contemplative in nature. And that's what happened throughout the week. By the end of your week, you are rewarded with Skaven plate armor. I'm going to need you to list it in your inventory as vermin plate. All right. Let's see here. What do I want? I'm gonna roll a thing. Boop. Almost. 10, only 10 from greatness.
I would like to give anything to make it 10 more.
No. That is clan mold territory. You don't want to get in Throt's clutches.
I have a 3.
No.
I have a 10.
No. I'm gonna say that given how this is made and that it was decent size, this is counted as cast off plate. Given the need to flee the armor to run so much faster for the average Skaven, that they can just leave their armor, and or they need to put it on fast enough because there's an attempted murder on them. Yeah. No, just I think you can just like rip it off instantly. Yeah. In how cast off, yeah.
Yeah, you can doff the armor as an action, but you still have to.
Okay. Okay. No, yeah, they can just leave it off as fast as they want. So you can just rip off your armor in case you're being fucked with.
I think
Tearaway pants.
I think it's an action.
Yeah, as an action.
Not like a free action, but like it's action.
You can use your action to doff this armor. Cast off armor.
Mm-hmm.
Common magic item.
Yep. Let's see here. I believe that for the most part is what your downtime included. Now, where do we go with next? Who will we do? Who will we be? Sippy gets a bagel.
Very good.
Roll for how delicious the bagel is. Roll me a d20.
I do have actual things I want to do as well.
Okay.
Oh no, it's bad bagel.
Oh, I'm
Terrible
sorry,
bagel.
buddy.
Skaven bagel.
It is a bagel filled with some kind of filling. You hope it's cream cheese. It's probably not. It's probably garbage.
He just thinks, where did I even get this bagel? How did I?
It was just
how much
there.
possession of this bagel?
It was just, you know what? If I roll a 1 or 100, I'm going to do a thing.
Someone find the
No.
everything bagel that transcends reality comic.
No, all right. Now I'm going to pause the stream real quick as I must get up and run to do something very important.
I did initially try and get Pyro to charge 2 silver for each train, so that each fare would be worth 1 electro.
Suffer.
I didn't fall for it.
No, I didn't. So, let's see here. Who's left to do things? That'd be a 1, a 2, and a 3. So I'm gonna need the rest of you to roll me initiative to see who goes first. For a second.
Initiative. Hold on.
But Shane, you shouldn't be fighting this. You get to go next, bud.
No, I don't.
He also
I got a
rolled
14.
rolled to GM.
Yeah, it's an accident.
Oh, so it's me.
It's you.
Yeah, it's you.
Yeah, with a plus
I
9.
would like
I
to
got less than
request
you.
Orania be after mine because the end of my thing will tie into her. Be an easy segue.
Nerd. Sure.
No.
So we'll pick up as we just got discharged and told don't fuck around, right?
Yeah, he just said stay within the city.
Martyr immediately steps aside and goes, I think I want to get a bird's eye view of this place. Flap, flap. When do they flag him down?
You are not 30 feet off the ground before you are waylaid by let's see here. You're in the main district.
Mhm.
Oh, this is fun. So some of you might remember from a previous iteration of my universe. Small little Drake drones with missile launchers attached to them.
Oh yeah, the missile one.
Oh, the ones that blew up my boomer flying.
These ones fly. And
Oh.
a warning shot does land close to you. Not enough to damage, but more to alarm as a squadron of them. Oh, only one bothers to come over and tell you. Sir, I'm gonna in a very tired old woman's voice comes through it. Sir, I'm gonna need to request you to get on the ground. You do not. I have not scanned for a. You have not scanned correctly for a. What does this fucking thing say? Yeah. Sorry, it's been a long day. It's just like
He's flying over to her as she's saying this. Just.
Yeah. It flies to your face, just like, sir, I'm gonna need you to land. You're in violation of our airspace. You do not have a license, according to this Drake Drone Mark V's scanning. So I need you to
What are you talking about?
You do not have a license, sir. Sir, you're being hostile. Gonna need you to land on the ground.
You shot at me, of course I'm hostile.
I missed on purpose, sir. I'm gonna need you to sit down on the ground.
Trained you. This is the most. He's slowly flapping slower and slower, so he descends. Who trained you? That is the most hostile way to engage with someone.
Sorry,
Why would you?
these orders came straight from the top, and I quote, any dumb fuckers who's willing to get off the ground deserves to get hit.
Oh, let's check. Like he's on the ground now, just yelling up at her.
Sir, hang on. Let me bring the unit lower. Alright, now. Would you like to lodge a complaint to Mr. Whitleaf?
Yes. Does it send a record? Can you send a recording straight to him?
I can send a recording in that direction.
In
Whether
exact words. And screams for 10 seconds at the top of his lungs.
Sir, I didn't start.
Oh.
Sir, I didn't start recording yet.
He does for another 10 seconds, just unplay.
I just didn't do it that time.
Okay. It storms off.
Have a nice day.
His veins are all pulsing over his body.
Dragon knows I'm having one.
He goes over.
Disgusted that Martyr talks to customer service people.
Liv, this is a cop.
This is a traffic cop, sir.
A
Look.
cab, all of that.
While the DM enjoys some
Demonetized.
some diet cranberry juice, as apparently a cab shit's not in my game.
So Marta's walking to wherever he gets out of here. Where does he end up? I'm assuming there's a really long road ahead of him, or he can go find the.
Roll me a
The thing.
d4 on which direction you flew off in initially. Oh, good. You walk out, and then you're in a field of wheat,
Shit is.
among other things.
Has Marta ever seen wheat or crops?
Ones that are actively on fire, probably.
Is any of the party with him?
I don't know. Are they?
Would anybody followed Martyr? He wouldn't have really stopped you, so.
Maybe.
To clarify, for the scream of 10 seconds wasn't at her. He just wanted it was more of his own internal agony that needed out. He's like, "Can you send that directly to your CEO?"
Sir.
It's like the Shrek scream in the onion cart.
He wants to talk to their manager. That's what you're saying.
Anyway,
Karen.
Karen.
Chase whoa, that regressed. He wouldn't have asked you to come. He was kind of just like, he probably would have suggested we split up in case the city and then regroup that night to go over all the places. Because he's very, that way. For the rest of the party, that means they can just fuck off and they can
I think
have a day without Marta's antics.
I think did Candace follow you?
Candace went to the material district. Marta's now in the agricultural district.
This is just at certain points in the week. Yeah, y'all able to meet up at various times if you want.
If anybody wants to thinks they would try and follow Marta and out of fear he would do something dumb, y'all are welcome to say so now. Otherwise, he's probably alone. That's the only thing I could think of.
To be fair, Sippy's kind of tired of watching everyone. he's like, we're out of the Feywild. We're in a safe place. I'm just going to chill.
Then, while he's alone, Marta will step out by these wheat fields. Presumably, there's people tending the fields. He doesn't quite get it, so he steps off the path and just kind of wades in to the wheat and lays down, trying not to lay on top of something to crush it, but he's just like,
What is this weird scratchy nut grass?
he flicks himself up with his wings after laying down for a second and just walking down the row with his finger, he's got his claw fingers out, just lightly, like when you're walking by a wall and somebody traces their hand along it. He's doing that to the wheat
The wheat's actually taller than you. It's pretty.
Oh.
It's big wheat, man.
And he'll just do it along the stems as he walks through this forest of wheat.
Yeah, you've kind of wandered a little bit off the road and you're just wandering the wheat for a second, just admiring it. The pristine air, the wonderful sun. You can almost feel the updraft under your wings.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. This should be a fairly obscuring spot, right? He's looks
Yes.
kind of private.
Yeah, no one can see you, and you feel almost as if it's obfuscating your senses. It's just it's that thick.
He stretches out his wings and looks around. He's not flying up, but he is going to just do some of his. He's found a place where he can go and still do his flying. He's going to be just. Anybody looking at the wheat's just going to see it whooshing back and forth as somebody moves really quickly, flying at low levels. But he just kind of pirouettes, spins, backflips, front flips, doing tricks, just enjoying himself.
You'll pop out of the wheat every once in a while.
To which he immediately dive bombs back down before he gets shot.
Yeah. You don't see any drones.
He is fairly used to stealth flying, so he kind of knows what to do.
Yeah. You do hear something in the distance, though. You've managed to wander proper off the path, and now you hear something.
Oh, he would listen in.
Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs?
Do I see a giant whatever they're called, the thing from Cars with the big old grinding wheel?
Yes.
They see one of those.
Yes. You managed to pop above the wheat, and you see a massive farming machine that is just ripping up the wheat.
Uh-oh. He knows he can't fly above it or he'll get shot, so he has to dip down and just hoof it. Just spin. Until he's back out the other side. Probably covered in giant pollen.
Something
megafauna pollen.
Something like that.
Or wheat seeds just out the other side and tumble back onto the path, shake like a dog out of water.
You should probably stay on the path. As you've now seen a massive tilling robot creature, as it seems. It runs past. It's running past you now, and you see a little rhododendrite peace tendril like wave at you.
He waves back.
You see a large name emblazoned across its chassis as it runs past. Doretta.
Oh. Martin will actually spend the day, as long as he's not booted out of there, just wandering around the agricultural district and finding different places he can slip into for a minute. Just he's not been around trees and stuff outside of the Feywild, and the Fey forestry is dangerous.
Yeah, they don't
This is-
necessarily count. Those trees are likely to try and hug you in the middle of the night.
They one of which did. This is just his first time seeing real, like, healthy nature
Yeah.
things. So he's just
Yeah,
gonna...
it's not just we other. It's various vineyards, some patches with potatoes and the like. Especially, there's actually specific little biodome-looking areas that have like more exotic-looking plants.
Can he get into the biodome?
Oh, absolutely not.
Okay.
Those ones are guarded.
Jake will. Okay. Hmm. Is there anyone? This might be a silly question. Martyr has land vehicles proficiency. He would approach somebody or some machine that somebody's driving and ask if he can help.
Oh, there's no one driving the machine. The machines are driving themselves.
Okay.
The only person you've seen out here is a couple weird-looking, you think, tieflings. They're weird. They don't seem the normal shade of tiefling you've heard about, your lesser cousins. They seem more human or elvish, and they have weird.
He probably
weird
would
horns.
approach them just because it's, common ground, tiefling, devil, or whatever, demon. So he's like, all right, I guess I'll saddle up.
All right,
Until Martyr, at his towering height, walks up and, hello, cousin!
I need you to roll me a d20 for how approachable one of these things is. Roll high.
6.
So y'all have seen Phil from Hercules, right? Imagine him in coach attire, whistle and everything, wearing the little beret hat. Hey, what you want? Well, except his horns are more like tungsten gray. Hey, what you want? Hey, yeah, guys. Oh God,
Yeah.
which end of the tree did you fuck off from?
The bottom.
I can imagine.
You,
Anyway, what's up?
Are you not tiefling?
Oh no. We're Judeans.
Does Martin know what a Judean is?
Not a fucking clue.
I don't know what that is.
What country is that?
Oh, that
I'm new to the area.
this that one, and he points at the tower.
Is that what the citizens of this place are called? Judeans?
Oh no. It's a bit of a story, but we're kind of What did the proctor say? I don't know. We're some cross between elves, druid people, and some weird shit involving horns. We're apparently really old, really good, and really fantastic, and so or some shit like that. All I know is I've got a pain in my ass and a very heavy head.
Tragic.
What are you gents up to?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm overseeing the fields, making sure. I'm actually right now. I'm overseeing the switching of the fields. I gotta change the dirt and whatnot, so they don't get.
Changed.
Yes, agriculture.
Martyr just has no idea what any of the terms. would
Yeah,
do.
he
Even
goes.
basic stuff like rotating crops.
Yeah,
You
he's
have to
essentially
change what
going.
crops you grow?
He's essentially starting to go to process of how wow, crops are switched and why they're rotated.
Which is funny because Martyr typically has proficiency in nature. He's just like, shit, I never thought of it like that.
Yeah.
Can I make
Not
a
that
Can I make a nature check to see how well he like adds this agriculture knowledge to his
You may.
database.
a 13?
You get a pretty decent grasp on it. It's not too complicated of a concept
Yeah.
once you have the baseline told to you.
Okay.
You don't know
He's
anything
got
about
a-
the fucking science about it, but you understand that it's good for the crops.
He's got a high school level grasp on agriculture.
Yes. And by
Cool.
this time next week, you're going to forget it. Right before the test.
Yeah. Sure is.
I think it gave
Mario
us-
will ask, is there anywhere he can go and just he was looking for a place he could spread his wings and kind of do some flying. He told he wasn't allowed to do it in town, and would like to ask them if there's any spots in town that he can do that. And he'd also note that even though none of the party are here to see it, Martyr is uncharacteristically calm out here. After he got away from all the stress of bureaucrats and permits and stuff, he's unwound almost completely. So, do they know of any spots, DM?
Phyllis is thinking. I mean, you could try and get your license to fly.
What does that mean?
Where I mean, go to your nearest fucking administration office. Each area's got one.
Where's the one here then?
Oh, about half a mile back where you came.
Okay.
Take a left, go another mile. If you've passed the shambling mountain enclosure, you've gone too far.
I'm just gonna put myself on the map for like train wise. I'm assuming the paths mirror the trains fairly well.
Yes.
Martyr will just ask, "What's out that way?" in reference to like pointing towards like where as we can see the lake and the other stuff. He asks, "What's out that way?"
Out toward the lake. Oh, that's where we're practicing fish rearing and animal husbandry in the lake of aquatic monsters.
Is that a public event or?
Oh yeah. We keep the small ones out in the main part of the lake. We got deep undersea laboratories for the Probably not the best idea now that I think about it, but who am I to question orders?
I'll probably go by there after I start this licensure thing.
Yeah.
Thank you, Phyllis. He slaps his hand on his shoulder, which is a little too hard.
Ow!
Doesn't quite realize it. You're a good man.
He's now
thing with horns.
He's down on the ground.
Oh god, I broke him. Picks him back up, resets his shoulder if it's out of place, and just like toodaloo, back down the path. Just
He stands there
low,
stunned.
low altitude flight.
You make your way away.
And he goes into the office. What does it take to get licensed to fly?
Oh. I'm glad you asked. Yeah.
A 7-week course for your permit, and then a year later.
They do offer a 7-week course. Much cheaper.
He's afraid he's already got proficiency in flying. He just needs to. He would like a skills test to gain certification and licensure.
That's fine. So
He's heard bureaucracy.
yeah.
Gets it.
So, all right. You come across, and you're and a chill and a chill runs up your spine as you head back to the nearest admin office, which actually conveniently borders the agriculture and Whitleaf Tower district for this district.
No.
And as you
No.
walk up to the desk,
No.
oh, it's you! You finally decided to get your license, you miscreant. I approve. As
Punching his thigh.
She's adopted him, I can tell already.
as you see a old. There is an E at the end of that old. Bugbear woman.
Bigger the glasses.
So big.
Mike Wazowski.
One singular
Oh, look,
large
there's the
lens.
applause.
I'm imagining the babysitter from the Cat in the Hat movie.
Yes, yeah,
Those glasses.
that's fantastic. So, Mr. Mr. Too Good to get a license.
Like clearly weak in the spirit. Saddles up to. I'm sure. Was there a DMV line here?
Oh, I'm not
Or was it-
subjecting you to the DMV yet. I wait at least till half through a campaign to do that.
He settles up both his hands on the counter and goes, "May I just do some sort of skills test to prove I know how to fly safely and get a license, please?"
Oh, confident are we? All right.
My flying ability is extremely in my ability to deal with this system weakly.
Oh, honey, if you think this is bad, wait till you get to the recreational district.
His head snaps up.
Or
It gets worse.
it's like that, but it smells a lot more like sweat and broken dreams.
Oh, like home.
Well then,
Oh,
someone.
that's skills test.
Oh, and by the way, it's not an actual district. It's more of a inside district inside the residential kind of other ones, but it's mostly
So a
residential.
sub district.
Sort of.
Did you make a red light district in your game?
He will now. I will spend whatever I need to. Please let there be a red light district. Please.
There is a
I will put it in the material district.
there is in fact a red light district of sorts in the residential district.
Damn, it's right in there where people are living?
That's where people live and work.
Convenience, baby.
Convenience.
Fun house.
What do you do when you get off from a long day's work? Well,
Fuck. I mean, I could put it in I could put it in the merchant district, but I don't fucking know. It is a sale. It is a product.
yeah. But what did she respond to when he asks for a skills test to prove he knows how to fly?
Oh, okay. You want the test? Okay. All right, big man. Well, first we're gonna need an 80 Witcoin cash up front.
He takes out his bag and counts out slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Slide stack over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just counting out 80 of these
Little bit of gas.
1,000 fucking coins. Well, the difference is he isn't meticulous here. He actually has to be slow to be able to count it that much.
Okay.
He gets up there and he goes, and 420s. There you go.
Okay.
He counts in French.
Okay. She takes 60 of that and puts it in like the nearby register. She takes 20 and puts it in her purse.
What is that?
Gratuity.
He just sees his expression doesn't change, but starting from his right temple to his left temple, a vein bulges and travels across to the other.
The vein's black.
Even Oblivion's tired of this place.
So, I'm sorry. So, what you need to do is you need to go get a ticket and talk to that lady over there. I'm just the receptionist.
What did I pay you for?
Oh no, you paid for the test. You just gotta go get your ticket and go to that little testing procting lady over there.
Where are the tickets, DM?
Back at the door.
And is there a DMV line now?
Yes.
Team?
The minute you turn your head, there is now a line of many assorted people in front of you.
What? Average looking Joes, right?
Huh?
Average looking citizens, right?
if you want to count random assortments of look. This isn't just flying school. This is a lot of licenses. You see in various sorts. I'll give you a general. There is a massive like looking pound robot that looks like he doesn't have fingers, just fists. You see a small goblin woman with an oversized wizard hat. You see a duck Aarakocra with with a zero soul and regard for life in those eyes.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh god, don't ask him what crew he's a part on. You don't want to see the ship.
The astral glide rides again.
No, fucker, I was gonna put it in my setting. I'm still. How long does this line look like it will be?
Roll me a d8.
How many days? 1.
Oh, 1 hour. Really nice.
He'll wait for an hour then.
Mhm.
I was going to say they sound like a colorful group. I was going to say if they just sound like commoner folks, he might try and like loudly mention that he's a Hyperion from Helheim here, just on a mission. They can't talk about it.
I
too
want
much.
you to recall the caliber of people that have to go into a DMV, Connor. I'm just gonna be upfront with you. That one's gonna be a hard sell.
It's more of like it's not like a you should respect me, more like oh, I'm a little bit scared that he's here. Try and like get some simple folk to be like, maybe I'll come back tomorrow. Would that be good? Would that backfire?
These
I've got a
people
pretty
are
good intimidation.
These people are very comfortable with their police.
May I attempt?
If you're not,
I wanted to try and have Martyr be a bit of a like scary presence to get some of the people to like decide they wanted to come back later.
I know, but you're picking the worst place to try and flex. I'm not trying to be an asshole. It's just from what we've talked about Havenwood and how Jace runs his town. This is not the place to fuck with his people. I'm giving you a DM freebie. Don't do this to yourself.
Okay. He was specifically gonna not do anything actually threatening, just try and get people to like have their preconceived notions get the best.
You're running up along the lines of disturbing the peace right here. You're not gonna be killed for it, but
he'll just wait in the 1 hour line then.
Okay.
But he will sit. He will. I imagine sit in the tiniest chair and just punch over like next to some grandma with like stark white hair, thick old glasses. Just
oh, you look. Hello, Sonny. You look so handsome. You will love my granddaughter. This is a Skaven old woman, by the way. Yes, hello. No.
What are her glasses made of glass? Or are they just like
they're made of warpstone? Shush.
Oh no. Granny makes it worse. Take them off.
Like pyrovision goggles, but
she sees your skeletons. That's all she sees. And after his hour, he'll go through what does the test entail, and then after we do this test, we can bounce to somebody else.
Yes. All right. You walk, like so tiredly up to this desk. You're absolutely ready to get out there and get out of this fucking situation when the woman looks up at you and says, Margie, I'm going on break. It's my lunch break.
Doesn't jump over, but like grabs the other end from hers and just like almost like groveling over the desk goes, please, just one more. Please.
Make me a persuasion check. Beat 16. Unfortunately. Oh, if it isn't Mr. If it isn't Mr. Graceful.
Drops to his knees. Just take your kill and go on lunch break. Still like slumped over the counter. I'll be here when you return.
Oh, don't worry, Sonny. I already had mine. I've had my fill since you walked in. You're very entertaining. Now come along. We're going to the flagpoles.
Yes, ma'am.
She's about as
So-
she's only a little shorter than you. She is a bugbear. She's a big woman.
Yeah. He just follows with his head. He's so slumped over now, just defeated by this old lady bugbear. And she probably comes to taller than him because she's probably chin up, standing tall, and he's just defeated. So we get to the course.
Yes. All right, Flyboy. We're going to be testing your flight strength and your flight pattern.
Now, Martyr trains every morning as part of the things like when people do their preparations for the day. Martyr does a run, curl ups, pull ups, and flight training. So he's fairly confident he's got some sort of edge.
You're right, and you do, and you will have assistances on this check. As you turn to the woman, she's wearing a leather skull cap and goggles.
An eyebrow raises that he doesn't have. Yes. What's the helmet for?
Oh, it's so my hair doesn't get ruined by the wind.
What we
Oh, the one that's going to be passing by while you're carrying me.
blink blink.
Your
Happen.
your trial is the. By the way, the woman that went on break was like a gnome.
And now he's got to straddle this fucking bugbear woman.
Yes.
Fine. Let me know when you're ready. I'll grab you and we'll go.
Oh, how romantic. Bet all the ladies love that tone. So,
For a brief moment, a little flash of red goes in the pupils of his eyes before dimming out.
why is it
Not
so?
yet.
Why is it
Save
so?
rage.
So it's kept to my attention that I managed to convey two types of horror very well. Body horror I've shown to have smashed it for, and bureaucratic
Horrors of the real world.
and bureaucratic horror. I feel I do that justice.
If Marner wasn't internally a Simon roll, he would have jumped to choke her throat by now. But he's got a hard exterior. He's just like, ma'am, please. I only have so much will. So, when she says she's ready, he'll go up and like reach up under her armpits, cross his arms, grab her shoulders, and say, "Now, where am I going, and what do you want me to show
She's going to put her arms like around your neck in order to get herself situated and get a good grip on you. Oh, these would make good handlebars. Anyway,
Focus.
Sorry, I'm just admiring the architecture. You're not wearing much to the imagination. She's filling your chest.
First test.
The first, the first test.
I like to imagine all of her coworkers have gone on lunch break and are sat back just watching this.
They are just a bunch of little old ladies. Oh, Margie's getting them. All right. First
These
test.
Fucking golden girls running this goddamn DMV.
The first test. I'm going to need you to take off, which is going to require an athletics check, because big woman.
3, 2, 1. Does anybody have a strength card?
No,
It's the one nobody uses. Somebody's got to have one.
I don't have it. I have intelligence and dex checks.
Let me see. Nope. Int, extra reaction, extra bonus action.
Mm.
Yeah, why do we have so many int cards? Probably because no one uses them.
Whoop. So, 13 then.
Candace.
Nah, save it. Ain't no need. 13's not bad.
It's only a
I just
bugbear.
hoping for a net 20. Yeah, she's lanky, but she's not heavy. She's kind of like a furball.
That is most certainly not true, but we'll go with that illusion for now. They only have long, lanky arms. The rest, they're built beefy.
They're like orangutans.
Like a small bear, yes. She's pushing 280 at the least. With a little more than you're usually accustomed to, you take off. All right, nice mutt. She's also it's almost in your face a little bit. She's also she's got like a clipboard. You don't know where that came from. All right, you got pretty decent lift off.
She's got
Okay.
a monster core. So imagine her legs wrapped around his waist, just core muscles the gods wish they had, just leaning back to right on her clipboard. All right, leaning back.
Yeah,
to
you
him.
managed to see like her midriff for a second. She's got abs for days.
Just shit.
How do you see the abs through the fur, or is the fur ab shaped?
They're just that big.
The fur is ab shaped.
It's all woven that way.
All right. Now, what I'm gonna need you to do is fly through those hoops. You see some some holographic hoops to accommodate your wingspan have appeared.
What is it? What kind of check is that? Athletics still?
Acrobatics.
Oh, cool. 10.
You get 2 out of 3.
Shit, too low.
Little bit. All right. Now, here comes the fun part. You've been flying for a while now. Yeah, and she's winding up. All right, good stamina. Ooh, good, very nice. All right. Now for the last part, the most important part for any would-be New Havenwood flyer. Landing.
I've done this 1,000 times. No problem. Where do you want me to be?
Safely on the ground with me.
Cool. And he's going to try and drop down and use his wings to glide slowly down.
Back at the stage, and I'm gonna need you to go back through those hoops again.
You wait till I started descending.
I
Flaps back up.
It's like that test where you hit the person in the knee with a hammer. You gotta get your reaction time. Pretty good.
You can see just the faintest bits of blood in the corner of his eyes.
Oh, honey, you got a little bit of blood pressure issues. Let me get it. Dabs at it with like a little hanky.
To imagine he's like, Oblivion, if you eat her, it'd be okay. You could have more of my soul. He's like, I don't want to touch her. This is you, dog.
Hollis is like, this is a lesson he needs to learn.
Hollis is specifically like, no. Keep getting him, Estelle.
Her name's Margie. All right.
So, do I need to make a athletics or acrobatics again?
I need you to make another acrobatics check.
17.
Very nice. Matter of fact, you have like a little that impromptu like snap back to and to higher altitude, kind of let you coast a little bit, and you kind of get right in that sweet spot, right through the rings.
Nice.
Now I need you to roll me one. Roll me a performance check for landing with style.
Performance. Okay. 14.
You managed not to assume to try a barrel roll, because that you realize at the last second that would smack her back into the floor.
Uh-oh. Superhero landing it is! Shit, my knees!
You superhero landing. Your knee is in the dirt. Oh no, I'm sorry, asphalt. They make you use asphalt.
Marta just sees white at the moment. It's like it's a flashbang.
Very good. Now,
Just lets go of her and slowly puts his hands down to lay on hand.
your kneecap, it hurt. It hurt, sir. Even after you heal it, it's gonna be a little stiff.
He's just everything he hears is like he's just been concussed. Like it's all ringing and sounds distant to him, and she's saying, "Good job."
and then she hands you a little license. It has a picture of you while you were just like
Like,
be,
oh, she said,
at your
"Smile."
worst. She gives you like when you're leaning over the counter, just broken. You look like you got hound dog face. That's the picture on the card.
Sit into his bag.
There you go, buddy.
Steps out. Flap, flap. No.
You're free now. She can't hurt you again, at least for another 10 years. Boy, you gotta renew it.
Going to coast back to the rest of the party. And we should take a break from my things so that somebody else
should.
can say something.
Exactly. I was going to pan over to. Actually, no. You want to? We're going to actually start with. Let's see here. Who we have? Sippy. Sippy.
Well, first Sippy wanted. How many of us are there?
1, 2,
5 party
4,
members.
5. Yes.
Yeah, okay. So he's gonna go find some place to buy 5 platinum rings. First of all.
Huh.
What? It is platinum rings. Eh? What is?
Okay.
Eh,
That's actually easily found within the main district.
yeah, platinum wings.
Yeah.
Ring, not wings. Yep.
Let's see. With earrings with 50 each, so. 50.
So 250 gold.
They're going
Or wit coin.
roll me a persuasion check to see if how much they upcharge you.
-2. No.
I'm going to need 320 Bitcoin.
Mm. 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 Sippy just stares at them.
This is a construct selling you these rings. These are best rings in the whole world.
He stares at the construct.
The construct stares back. The construct is shaped like a hippo folk.
Mm. Are there any other rings?
Not for miles.
Can I
Many
roll
miles.
inside on the construct?
You may roll inside on the construct. I will roll a number.
Oh my god, why am I rolling so shit?
These are the best rings for miles. Many miles.
I don't need the best rings. I just need.
They are the only rings for miles. He ate the rest.
Oh god, he's made of rings.
Uh-huh.
Look at that. They'll just stare at the rings. Are they like? Are they? But sorry, but the someone's yelling in the background. It's just distracting me. Like, what do the rings look like even?
Just like little bands of platinum with various little insignias in them. You see one as a hammer with what appears to be a serpent or something in the vague shapes like curling around it. You see one of a chibi dragon. And you see one of a what appears to be a big chair, possibly a throne.
Sippy just kind of squints. Do you have any that are more plain?
Oh yes, and his thumb glows molten for a second and just smudges out the insignias. There.
Huh. being careful not to burn his fingers. He will pick it up.
Yes.
Oh, wait. Sorry, 1 second. He will then run back, and quickly just like look at everyone's fingers, see what size fingers they have before going back.
I assume you got the measurements beforehand.
When you come out tomorrow, he's like, "Why are you wanting a ring?"
If he's just staring at Marta's fingers, because he even needs to use any measurements. He just knows. He just sees.
Would you
Or-
like some help with that, or are you just going to do a weird thing?
If you squint, you can see the shattered remains of Martyr's spirit.
It's like for a bond of sorts, and he'll run away.
And as he sees you hustle back, he's all right. Weird sippy things. Got it.
Yeah, he's not exactly running. He's just like weird, like half jog.
I had initially imagined you like Naruto running, just
God, no.
a bond of sorts.
I just imagine he flows in that direction like Hootie from Owl House.
His neck is stretched all this far from the shop, and he rescinds back.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so yeah, what was it again? 320.
Yes, 320 Witcoin.
Okay. 600. Okay, yeah.
Okay. You provide him the Witcoin. You see him open up his mouth and put the Witcoin in there. The Witcoin is gone.
Okay. He pats the construct. He'll take his rings and go.
All right. Here you go.
Yeah, he thanks the construct for the rings and heads off.
Thank you for the Witcoin. It was delicious.
If
God.
he looks at a wit coin, looks at the construct, looks at the wit coin. No, I'm smarter than this. Puts it away. He's not going to eat the wit coin. Yeah. Other than that, he kind of wants to do like a little book club with Arania and Martyr, because they both have the same book he gave them.
Okay. All right.
Arania would absolutely adore this.
Martyr is like kind of sweating, but he'll pretend like he has no reservations and isn't at all threatened.
Before we
by
get
the
to
fact
that,
he's gonna
I
have to
feel
read
like
in front
that's
of
going to
people.
be a preview thing.
Yeah.
If that is there anything else you wanted to do, CP?
He's just gonna go around. I guess he's just gonna go around playing chess with people.
Eventually, you have to play chess with. You're so good at the game, you have to play chess with yourself, like the old man on Pixar.
No, he wants to play with other people.
But you're too good, and you scare people.
Oh no. We'll go over to play with Jace then.
Jason's fucking dipped. You do see Nevaeh though. She's just hanging out in the lobby.
He will go up to Nevaeh.
Oh, hello.
Greetings.
What?
Excuse you. Sit down. I've got
So is it-
this. Hello.
Interesting reaction.
What the hell? Okay.
Fuck off.
What the fuck just happened?
I don't
Goes
know.
back to when Pyro got to jump back into Roy's skin when his moment came up. Said, "Nah, nobody else gets this."
Denied.
Yeah.
Deny your.
Sippy wants
Actually, yeah. You know what? Hang on. Yeah. Livia, you want to talk to him? There you go. Go ahead.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. Go ahead, Nevaeh. Do it. Do it up.
What's up?
I saw you with Jace when you came to us. I wanted to know why you were with them.
We're old friends and allies. He helped me with a loved one. I owe it to him to do the same.
So, He is not a bad person then.
Oh, okay. I don't know if I'd go that far. I mean, he's not evil, but he is a dick.
The bee kind of tilts his head. I see. Well, I was going to go to him because he seemed to have a higher intellect and may be able to challenge me as he pulls out a chessboard.
Oh, he might be the only person that no one has ever beaten at chess.
Oh, that sounds fun.
At least not that he's ever told me, but I don't think he would ever tell anyone with if he had ever lost anything ever.
Valid.
Mhm. Well,
Just who
winning
he is. But he's not a bad guy.
winning all the time isn't exactly fun, which is why I wanted a bit more challenge. But if he is not here, I don't. Well, would you like to play a game?
Why not? You seem interesting.
And he will nod. Just like kind of like practiced in a very practiced way, set up the board. Not moving fast, but it gets set up real quick just because of how practiced he is with emotions.
Right. Well then. What was that business going on with the Autumn King?
Oh, well, truth be told, I was not there for all of it.
Probably better that you weren't.
Hmm. Though I,
Plausible deniability, something I've learned in my years.
hmm, though I do sort of blame myself for taking their attention away from it for too long.
What do
If
you
I,
mean by that?
well, his son was murdered while they were out, and it sort of took a long time for me to introduce myself to everyone as we got back, and he was only recently attacked, so if I had simply not bothered them at all, then we might have not even been in the situation to start.
I don't necessarily think that's true. Just, obviously, I have no clue all the specifics, and you left out a lot of details there, which I'm sure you did on purpose. I respect that. Keep your secrets. But things are always bigger than you think they are. Especially when it comes to Fae shit, man. Things are always bigger than you think they are with Fae shit. And I don't know, just you never have to share anything with you, with other people, anything of yourself. I mean, you weren't putting them in danger by not sharing this thing of yourself. It's your personal business.
He just kind of tilts his head. I suppose so. Though, to be honest, I do feel some sort of obligation to protect them, which is why I was so blasé with my life around Jace.
What do you mean by that?
Oh yeah, you weren't there. Okay. Yep.
No, I wasn't.
Yeah.
I don't know if Nevaeh was or not.
Oh, Navaya was.
Yes.
Yeah,
You can
but
call that Liv asking.
yeah. Basically, Sippy was just like stepping in front of Martyr every time Jace looked at him because he thought he was going to do something bad.
Every time he kept looking at Martyr, just
I mean,
bitch
listen.
made. Jace just walked up and smelled Martyr and said, "It smelled like bitch in here."
He
Listen,
was right.
that just makes you a good ally, a good friend.
It is that month.
You know, now that I think about it, I think I remembered Jace doing something like that for us a long time ago.
Oh.
It's a bit fuzzy. It's been a while, but
Hmm.
he might have appreciated that. You're not blasé with your life for protecting your friends.
Hmm.
Oh,
I would know.
Well, these. You would say friends, but I haven't exactly been with them for very long. It's just. I went with. Sort of even. I got swept up in it just due to circumstance, but we we were traveling together, and as when we went through this dimensional gate that Arania made, the furbolg, he just like makes a little like tall gesture with his hand. I felt a pull from my deity. It made me feel more powerful than ever before, and so even though I haven't even known them for that long, I felt the need to protect them.
That's fair. I Yeah, I mean, when you fall in with an adventuring group like this, it's kind of instinctive. You have to build up that kind of trust that you would save anyone because you trust that they would do the same for you.
Frankly, I'm unsure if they would, though, at the moment, but frankly, I don't care either way.
Now that's a bit blasé. Why do you think they wouldn't stand in front of you?
So I'm just reading what Shane wrote. Oh, that is true. He'll just tilt his head for one. One is a contract assassin, and frankly, I'm not exactly sure he likes me or my views.
The
Second,
trial one that was before, yep.
hmm, secondly, Candrass, I don't know much about at all. He's a quiet type, and then Martyr has a troubled past, and I think he sees violence as an answer for most things still. Not exactly.
I want to talk to that one.
Hmm.
Reminds
And
me of someone I haven't seen in a long time.
hmm.
I wonder how he's doing.
How long have you lived? I've noticed you aren't exactly a normal race.
100
I'm
years.
trying to remember how old
500,
Neva.
500 plus years.
Oh, 5 centuries, give or take a few decades.
Yeah, just slap 500 off of her age at the end of campaign 2.
I don't remember how old she was at the end of campaign 2, and you don't have access to. You didn't give me access to her sheet anymore.
Of course. Let's say 23.
All right. Yeah, 5 centuries, give or take a few decades.
Hmm.
Mostly give. Yeah, this was not the way I thought life was gonna go, but I was getting to where I had to make a decision about what type of conclusion I wanted for myself. And I had people depending on me. When I
Sippy,
was young, I made a choice that led to something waking up that had been dormant in me forever. And because of that, there is a new race of people, and I am their patron. I watch over them, I take care of them. I will protect them.
Sippy just smiles at that. Well, then, it seems we are at least somewhat alike, for while I don't have a race of my own, we have we have similarly stumbled into something we deeply desire to protect.
Yes. Sometimes protection is enough. Knowing that you've done what you can. Knowing that you made a difference.
It's it's a shame that my life had to start out so horribly to for me to realize that, but this is truly why I love this game. It's much deep thought and very therapeutic for many reasons. Good game to chat over.
Very true.
Eh,
People tend to be more open, more willing to share. Oop.
He's dead.
well,
He's dead.
Bye, Shane.
Bye,
but
Shane.
he sneezed on the disconnect button.
Oh no. Is he back? Yeah.
He's dead. Forever.
So, is the only reason you agreed to help Jace find his daughter to save your own skins?
Well, I cannot say for certain what the others are thinking, though for me, it gives me a better chance to help, though honestly, I didn't exactly mind which way it was going to go if it was going to be just me.
Hmm.
As I told Jace, he did not. I appreciate him saving the rest, but I I do not owe him anything for saving me. For really, there's nothing worth of saving for me.
She looks at you with this look of I know you. I remember when I used to think that of myself. And I almost left the people I loved, the people that I had traveled with, because I thought I was a liability, I wasn't worth enough. There wasn't anything worth saving for me when they had saved me so many times before. I didn't get the chance to. Someone else left first, and then I was hell bent on dragging their ass back. But there is always something. Sometimes you need to think of things in a different way or try something new before you realize what it is. Make a new connection. Take up a new path, even if it isn't the one you thought you would be on. There is always something. Always. No one in this world survives if there isn't something worthy.
He sighs. That is somewhat correct. I do believe so, but there are many who die because someone else's whim never get to never get to show their worth. Frankly, I think that is the worst thing of all. Any
Is
worth a
that
person has before doing that is null and void.
is that why you fight?
That is why I protect. I don't. Fighting is. I don't really fight any living thing anymore.
Metaphorically, then.
Medical foracle fight, yes. We'll say that.
It is the battle you wage all the same.
It is certainly a battle, and though I fear that at some point I'm going to have to relent on some of this ideology for the sake of the others.
Let me ask you this. Is it your ideology that requires you not to fight or requires you not to kill?
There's, to me, there's an enormous difference between killing and fighting, but frankly, I do not trust myself to do either,
Why?
for I've killed too many of the wrong people.
Haven't we all?
No, 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 no. There are plenty of people who have not killed innocent bystanders, who have not tried to kill people simply trying to live and flee, try to live, try to be something, all because of some stupid national pride.
Forgive me for making this assumption, but this was not your choice.
It was a conscious choice.
I don't think it was. The way you speak, there is a difference between making a choice because you feel it is the only one that you have because that is what you've been told, and making a choice knowing there is something else. I have heard a little of this new world that I know you are from. I think I can make my guesses. Your circumstances do place a sort of impetus on you. They do prevent you from making certain choices. Circumstances can prevent us from leaving sometime.
Hippie will not. I do agree with that. I think my friend Marta is in that position, but I don't think I was. It was a choice. It was a choice to fit in. I didn't have to stay where I was. I had done my mandatory service and I chose to do it again. I chose to go
Where else,
back out to kill.
where else would you have gone?
Where there's it may be a militaristic nation, but there are plenty of other ways to live, and I did know of desertion. I was not dumb. There were people who got away with it. It wasn't often, but people did, and I ended up getting lucky.
But you
And
cannot always trust to luck and leaving home, whether that is a place or a path or a person, it is not easy.
No, it is not easy. But frankly, if I wasn't such a coward, I should have gone out, and even if I had died, that would have been better than doing what I have done.
What did you believe would happen if you did not fit in, as you said?
I would not be as as much of a part of the country as I was. I would not be as much of a person of status.
You would have been shunned.
No, no, I was not in that sort of position. As I said before, I had done my mandatory service. I was a citizen. I was of I was not of Hyperion birth. I did not get that sort of promise, but I was well enough off. It would not have it would not have harmed me to stop where it would have. But no, I kept going. It was a choice. Terrible, terrible choice. Yes, yes, Sparta, exactly.
Pointing it out that not only just listening to this, how similar everything she says to him. It's like, wow, I feel like Sippy said this exact thing to Martyr. Huh.
Yeah.
Isn't it funny?
Do
Yes.
as I say, not as I do.
I'm really looking forward for him to take this speech and send it to Martyr. Martyr, like, wow, you're so wise. Where do you come up with this stuff?
An ancient slime lady.
Big goo woman.
Yeah.
Yeah, the difference is Sippy thinks he had a choice and Martyr actually didn't. He
Right.
thinks the indoctrination was a bit more on Martyr's side.
Moron.
Whether he is accurate in that is something
yeah.
else. But that's what he
Probably-
believes.
He's probably a little correct that he's a bit more streamlined. Martyr's life was, but
He is serving his
definitely too harsh on himself.
He's paying for his war crimes in his own little special ways. Sir, you didn't sign this form correctly. You need to come back and redo the all this paperwork.
Who's winning the chess match, by the way?
Both of you.
I don't know. I don't have access to my sheet, so I can't roll anything.
Don't act like there's a reason you should still have access to a sheet. Oh shoot. Because it's an
Still have
NPC.
access to Caneus.
That's because they're just pictures. They don't have actual like stats. I've added things to Nevia's sheet. Let's see here. I should pull it up and I'll make it good. If I can fucking find it.
I do imagine that, like, as you're talking, whoever made like a good point would get in an advantageous position. And when somebody had a counter, it was like a piece taken, like a full cinematic. Like, I imagine towards the end of the conversation, it ends because somebody gets checkmate.
The classic.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Nevia says,
What the fuck is Nevia's sheet?
what you're doing now, this is your penance, then?
Oh, no, not. I wouldn't call it penance. I am not exactly being punished now, am I? I am simply trying to lead a better life.
Penance isn't punishment. It's remorse, making up for things. You feel you have done wrong. You say you have done wrong. What worth is there in death?
He puts his head in his hand, just kind of resting it there. There is no making up for what I've done. I'm simply trying to become neutral, if you could even say that, but that I fear is not even in my grasp. But Frankly, I do not care if death takes me, but until then, I will do what I can. I will simply keep trying to help.
Son of a bitch. You
I
showed
don't
me.
think there is some grand scale that people are weighed on. I don't think there can be. There's too much that is. Other people have influence on things that we have no control over, or things that we're not even aware of sometimes. How can things ever be fairly weighed? Even by an impartial force of the universe. It's
Mm,
not possible.
No, no, you are correct. But as far as I'm concerned, there's two types of people, and one is someone who has the right to life, and I feel everyone has that intrinsic right. They are born with it, they want to live. But
Of course.
as soon as you are the type of person to try to take that from someone else, you are no longer human. You are a monster. So, as I am not human, I will never become human again. I have lost my chance. I have lost my own right to live a life.
Suddenly, her spine straightens up and she looks immense.
What spine? You're made of goo.
Yeah, she's now very, very solid jello. Um, she looks much less like she could be a member of this race and much more like the essentially the progenitor, more or less. And she stands up and takes your face in her hands. Now, you will hear this. You are not a monster. You have taken lives, as have I, as have my family, as have your companions. There is a difference between the wanton taking of life for your own satisfaction, for your own gain, and doing what you needed to do to survive. I have been where you are. I have felt what you have felt. And I know it is not true. I know you. I have been you. You are worth living. Your death is not worth more than your life. It will not be, and it cannot be. She suddenly, she's still holding her face, but she looks smaller now. If something were to happen to you, you would be missed. I know this. You think that your absence won't matter. You think it would be fine, but it's not. The people around you will feel it, like a piece of them. Like there's a string that connects you to these people, your family, your friends, your loved ones. And that absence snaps it, and it feels like a piece of you is gone. I know this cannot be what you want. Live. Live. For someone with a very large piece of themselves gone. Do not make anyone else experience this. Do not allow yourself to believe that you are not worth every drop of life just as much as anyone else because you are.
Sippy
She
will.
still has your head in your hands, and she just kisses your forehead.
Sippy will pat the back of her hand with just take like a shuddering breath in, just kind of shake a bit. Uh, th- thank you for that, but I cannot accept it just yet. But thank you. As he'll just like slowly pack up his the set and just head off.
Yep.
You
He
turn
just
you
like
you turn around and there's another green person standing there holding a lot of food, just looking awkward.
He didn't want to be rude and butt in.
Does he have a
Oh my
body
God.
of his own?
Look at him!
I got snacks.
Apparently?
Is that Celadon?
Hey,
Does he have his own body?
of course. He had to move out when you became whole slime.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah.
Look,
I mean,
has he
you
been
could've-
standing there since the beginning, just holding his
Yes.
plate like, damn, I really wish I could move?
Yes.
Celadon, you could have come over. Like you could. Bro, you lived in my kidney for like 300
You seem like you're having a moment, and I really just feel like I'm now intruding on an even more awkward session. He looks at Sippy. Live your best life, my dude. Here's an ice cream cone.
He will take the ice cream cone. To be fair, I did. You are as much of a stranger as she was.
Yeah. I'm gonna go sit on the bench. You just do what you gotta do.
He will just.
Something woke up in me that had been dormant. It was him.
Something has awakened me.
It was very literal. Okay then.
It was very literal. Yeah, no,
Hi, Mom.
That's really weird. I mean, I guess.
It was just like
I was
completely
there
just
when
like,
she said some very interesting curse words at a lot of people.
Yeah, I did that
You
a lot.
to say someone and he couldn't narrow it down. That's what just happened.
I vore.
No, I know exactly which one he's thinking of.
I vore Jace once.
Yeah,
Sippy will just like raise his
You
eyebrows.
can just imagine from the top tower, you shut up! Echoing down.
I mean, I'll level the playing field. Jace saw me looking super duper freaky and then completely naked, and that was the first time I'd ever met him. So there you go. Even the playing field, Jace. Fuck off.
It doesn't feel equal. It really doesn't feel equal to me. How about you, Connor?
It falls down every bar from the 7th floor all the way down to the 1st. Just tung, 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 tung. Just at the end of that sentence, just all right, cool.
Yeah, Sippy's just like, okay, I'm intruding on something else now, and he goes.
So,
Like I said,
Go ahead and have her mention
Old
that
threat.
she also saw Jace naked not too far after.
so,
but I didn't bring that up.
hey, Zrikich, buddy,
Yeah.
what
their
what
friendship.
did you do all this week?
Well, you already know one, but
Uh,
another,
mhm.
which I messaged you. I guess
Yeah,
you don't get to see it as often.
I saw the message, but you're. I'll let you find. It's possible to find that stuff easily. It's just all of that stuff at once is going to be a little bit of a bit.
I know. I was just saying if it was available.
Oh yes. Go in the merchant district easily.
Okay, in the merchant district, how much would 2 of each of that first thing I was looking for?
Go that about 200 wood coin
200 wood coin for each set or for all of that?
each set.
Each set. Okay, so it's 100
Actually,
each.
150.
150 for 2 of them. Okay,
Yeah.
so 75 per. All right. I'll take 3 of each of those then.
Okay. Doable, easily doable.
Is
Yeah. By the way, the
635.
shop you've walked into in this, it's a very dark and dank shop filled with many pickled parts of things, and there is in fact a one-eyed gray Skaven in there, but it's leaning toward white fur. Ah, young fur. Ah.
You look quite ancient.
You get to be being strong. And he coughs up an entire smoke cloud of warp dust.
Well, now I see why.
I am more warp energy than living matter at this point.
He slides the sheet of paper that says what he wants.
What you can't speak? You're too good. Fine. Used to be a great and mighty fucking seer. Now I'm shopkeeper Scriggled. Spits up in
We'll
it.
fall from high places, Glacier.
You make one. You call one packmaster fat, and apparently they know people. Anyway, I ate them all. That's the end of the story. And you take that lesson to heart, young vermin. What are you? You smell like death, ammonia. Raises an eyebrow. Fey magic.
What's happened in the last few days?
I can see that. Anyway, here's your dust.
Thanks. Try to keep it professional. Not really go out and announce that I'm getting certain items for my trade.
Do you see anyone else in the shop?
If I can see them or not doesn't dictate if they're there or not. I've learned that.
Well, of course there's, like, evil spirits in here. I put them there, but that's it.
Well, I live happy knowing that the evil spirits don't know what I'm doing. I wish that I could say the same about the damn Fae.
Yeah. They're pretty fucking annoying.
You're the second Skaven I could ever agree with. I guess it's because you live here.
Well, you must be freshly exiled, aren't you? You've got that fucking way of speaking about you, don't a little bit.
Self-imposed exile.
He takes out what appears to be a cigar box, except it is a lead wrapping around the outer parts of it, and inside is pure green. He lights it with a green fire. He takes it and then just blows a green ring at you.
Immediately waves it out of his face.
Not one for diving into the warp stone, old one.
Oh, this is great for my glaucoma.
Sure, as it warps your insides in the process.
I'm mostly crystal on the inside now.
Doesn't surprise me in the least. Guess crystal's the nicest thing warpstone could do to your insides.
I can hear them screaming sometimes, you know?
At least you're never lonely.
Yep, the voices. They're always there. Say, you smell of that clan Nyx. They still around? I haven't been out of here in about 100 years. Give or take.
Yes. It would take a lot to unroot that wretched thing. Nick's info web.
Fair
Any
point.
attempt to take them down would be... Well, God would have to do it themselves almost. Vermin.
Failed apprentice. Let me see.
Wouldn't go for failed.
You're here.
Think it's more of the opposite, actually. Little too good. Other ones are competed a little too much. And they're dead now.
The spirit of competition didn't sit right with you. I got you.
I compete like that and make it so much harder to do our job.
We Skaven breed exactly like rats. You gotta clear the way from the shaft. That was Pyro also.
No, I'm 100% saying it's the rat.
He's just that in character, guys. His
Yeah.
sinuses have synced with the character.
That was my lung.
He's gone method.
I'm going.
I understand the rooting out. But to openly sabotage each other mid-mission? Possibly fail? What's the point? Other than being idiots.
I can only make a certain judgment. I can make it, we suck as a species. Sacrilege, I know.
I'm trying to find out why this Whitleaf created us in the first place.
Oh, you just found that out, did you? Pretty fucking weird, isn't it?
Yes.
A mortal made our god. That's fucked up in all senses of the words. It's kind of a fucking fever dream, if you get me.
More of wondering why he'd let it happen in the first place. We're this dysfunctional.
Take it from an old fuck. Jace is also an old fuck, but he's got the wiles of a jackass in heat. In a field of other ass. He just goes. He just goes, and he goes, and he isn't stopped. Because he's too high on the list for the people in his current weight class to really get at. He's like a tick, really stuck in. But anyone up past that certain threshold can't exactly hit down directly due to the various laws of nature. Looks like a fucking hack. I mean, the only ones who could probably get at him or any of the other guys, in particular at this like innate level, probably one of the archdevils.
I think they're a little busy in their own wretched realms.
Oh, you would be surprised at what deals they're willing to make for a little sniff of your soul or a other soul, if you catch my drift. Or hell, yeah, even just doing your random favors. They're in the business. They are really leaning on their warlocks right now, from what I hear through Eldritch the Eldritch Web. You seem like you got a lot on your plate. I'll catch you a deal, kid. Uh, how uh, how much Bitcoin you got left on you?
325 of this weird currency.
Got any drugs?
I have paralysis spores that you could double up as a drug.
Good enough. Give me a couple uses of that, and the rest of your Bitcoin, and I got something special for you.
Or 4 of it up for grabs.
All right, how many uses of the spores of the paralyzing spores are you giving him?
4 out of the 6 I had left.
4. Okay. He produces. It's not exactly a weaving blade, but it's a close significant. I fucked around with. Well, technically, someone tried to kill me. I tore their soul out, and then I put it in here. But this is just that. And he produces a dagger in a
What
sheath.
kind of dagger is this?
It appears to be in a sheath, but the sheath is bone white, as if it's great. To give you an accurate description, I'm gonna have to call from Elden Ring. The really old dragon's flesh. It's like pockmarked gray white.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah. And he unsheathes the blade, and it appears to be a blackish or a greenish black metal that it feels sickly. Just remember,
Something.
this is I call it Bale Fang. Yeah, pretty cool, ain't it? Oh, hang on. And there is, in fact, a skeletal rat hand still connected to it. Yeah, get out of it. Yeah. Mine. Go back to your hole. And the hand actually crawls back to a hole in the wall.
Well, with the closing of this business transaction, I hope that wasn't the previous user.
Don't ask, don't tell.
Shrugs and slips it on his back.
All right. Balefang is a dagger of venom. Feel free to add that to your inventory.
Ooh. Pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like a very rare.
It is a rare magical item. So take that and add it to your inventory and name it as Balefang. There might be reasons for that. It's special.
It's the probably the fang or something.
Alrighty.
It-
Got that added in.
It looks it could be modeled after a jagged or a rat fang. Who knows?
Unique.
All right. And will that be all, Mr. Ratman?
Ratman.
Yes, considering that I handed you the rest of my cash.
I should have charged you more.
Not sure how useful conventional currency will do in this place.
Oh, fuck all. Look, look, and behind him a door opens, and it's just a pile of gold and jewels. This means nothing. That's my bed. No, you may not. No, you may not have some. I'll kill you.
I was going to recommend you send it outside of this place.
Do they not have an office where you can like convert currency?
Doubt it.
Damn.
There are. You just gotta.
It's like DMV lines because everybody
Yeah.
wants their goddamn coins.
Yeah, inflation. There's a cooldown from when the next time you can convert, and apparently he's on cooldown.
Or he's just tired of waiting in line, so he's like, "Ah, fuck it."
He'll be dead soon anyway, and then he'll ascend to be a vermin lord.
Nice.
I think this is a good time to end the session right
Yeah,
as
yeah.
you're all called forth to at the end of the week to one.
No.
What?
Does that mean that we're having no other downtime thing session?
If you got something, you can make it quick.
It'll be like 10-15 minute thing.
I'll give you 10 minutes.
Just gonna scope for info on, the girl we're supposed to be looking for.
Nah, fuck him. This involves me and Aranya. And well, why don't we just do it next week?
We'll do
the
it
book
next
club
week,
and then
because you're not really gonna likely find a lot of information on her in here.
I figured, considering this is Jace Central.
Yeah, if there's anything to be found here, he found it.
Not to get just speaking out of character here, if we want to have a book club, there's probably a pretty killer library in that tower. Or somewhere. Somewhere has a killer library.
I'm going to end the recording now. And stop